Bossy Oak presents ScentBlocker Most Wanted. Brought to you by Bossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession. ScentBlocker, close enough to kill. Browning, the best there is. Ford and your quality Ford dealers. Tree Spider Safety System. Light, easy, fast, safe.
On this week's episode of ScentBlocker Most Wanted, Larry's back in the mountains of New Mexico with his good friend and guide, Joseph Graham. A long dry spell for Larry just might get broken on this early autumn elk hunt. Plus, we're crossing the trophies off Bob's South African Most Wanted list. This time, Johnny Vivier has Bob set up with a new guide, and they're stalking the savanna for Blue Wildebeest. But in New Mexico, the late summer rains have stopped after drenching the mountains for days. This takes the waterhole hunt out of the picture, but leaves Joseph and Larry with their favorite method of calling and stalking big bulls in rut. When they get a bull responding to calls, they get into position. Joseph will set up about 25 to 100 yards behind the shooter and change his angle depending on the wind direction. Bull elk will usually approach a cow or a rival bull from downwind, and their superior hearing gets them locked on the source of that call. This allows the hunter to be virtually invisible and set up between the caller and the bull. Of course, this is when scent control is vital. Through the years, the ScentBlocker system has proven indispensable in these situations. And like it usually happens with Joseph, they were in the bulls on the very first morning. This isn't the kind of bull that Larry's looking for, but it is always nice to start off the hunt on the right foot.
That was a lot of fun. He's a little bit too small for today. He looked like he tastes awful good though.
Facebook.com/ScentBlocker Most Wanted. We're giving away stuff each week. Stuff you want, stuff you need. Facebook.com/ScentBlocker Most Wanted.
This segment of ScentBlocker Most Wanted is brought to you by Matthews Solo Cam. Catch us if you can. Rage, the revolutionary rear-deploying broadhead.
Welcome back to ScentBlocker Most Wanted. Larry's in New Mexico hunting elk with Joseph Graham. The rut is on and bulls are on the move. In fact, they already had their first encounter, a 5x5 that was a little too young and a little too small. So while they climb up high to do some calling, let's see what Bob's up to in South Africa.
Well, here it is. Early morning. Game plan change. We've changed pHs today. LaRue knows this property much better than any of the other pHs, so he's got an idea of what's left on my most wanted list. And with a little luck, is going to try to get us into some animals. But it's, again, another typical spot and stalk. You know, we drove probably about 6-7 kilometers. We've parked, and now we just take off and we walk. Of course, we use the sun and use the wind to try to keep it in our face, to try to find where these animals and be able to get in there. So, LaRue, you ready, buddy?
I'm good, sir.
Wildebeest. Let me just make sure if it's a bull.
Oh yes, there he is. Very nice bull.
There's 4 or 5 of them there.
The one on the right, the last one.
Is the bull?
Yes. That's about 130 yards, Bob. You think you can take that shot?
You want me to shoot straight on?
Yes, in the chest cavity.
Gotta go right here. And he never did give me a good broadside shot, and he kept staring. We knew he was going to bust out. LaRue said, just shoot right below the nose, shoot straight into that chest area. And it's about 200 yards, and it looked like when I hit him that he kind of rolled in. So hopefully we got it right in that heart. Don't have to do much tracking. Holy smokes. We're just now getting sunrise, as you can see. Nice morning. The only thing bad about it is the elk aren't bugling. We just called in a little 5x5. But we're in a spot where typically you can hear elk from the left to the right. And for whatever reason, this is one of those mornings, they're not bugling just like turkey hunting. Someday they're just tearing it up. Next day you're like, you know, what's different? What happened?
Hey Larry, I'm gonna call them and tell them it's time to wake up. All right.
Anything, whatever it takes. Now they're going.
That sounded
No, this way.
that way.
Farther down here. Now they're bugling all over in there. They had to wake up.
I called them.
Yeah, you did. Call them some more, will you?